Hello everyone and welcome to the much anticipated release of the 15th edition of the INTAPS Campus Care newsletter. With a readership of 1.5 million and distribution to over 10,000 schools across the nation. This newsletter serves as a valuable resource for principals, directors and K-12 educators who seek expert insights and thought-provoking articles. Our mission is to provide a platform for our esteemed contributors to share their wisdom with students, teachers and parents, ultimately enriching the learning educational experience for all. And today I am honored to welcome and introduce you all to our Guru, Captain Jaspreet Kaur Ma'am, Academic Director, LNJ Bhilwara Group of Schools. She has penned an insightful article for this edition, focusing on transforming the township schools. Without a further ado, I invite Ma'am to share her valuable insights with us. So Jaspreet Ma'am, can we start with the session?
Thank you once again, Bhavna, for such a beautiful introduction and so energetic voice.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Bhavna, and thanks for inviting me here and for sharing the article which has been written in the NTEP. Organization who has been always been working for a progressive society and the education which is being around the student-centric approach. So delighted to be here and honored to have a conversation with you. Thank you so very much.
All right, so let's start with the session. So Jaspreet Ma'am, my first question to you will be, how do you envision the transformation of township schools impacting the lives of students and the community as a whole?
Bhavna, as you are aware that the Bhilwara Group is a big empire and they are spread out all over the country. But when they started this journey, they were with the small areas, towns. So with the vision which our Babuji, the LNJ Jhunjhunwala ji had, he felt that the society cannot grow until unless we don't tap on the education of the society and the students. So he started an initiative of starting a school of the areas, the factories which were being there. So township schools are, I would use, it's no way different, but yes, the resource crunch is always there, the geographical constraints are always there, and the society as such feels that they lack in a particular resources and the expectations become very, very less. That's the biggest thing, is that once the society expects less from the student, is the harm starts from there itself. Whereas the younger generation is the powerhouse of a nation. And if any nation is able to tap the potential in each child, then the growth of that nation is unstoppable. It's marvel. Yeah. So we need, and our Babuji, with that vision, he started these schools in the township schools. And secondly, providing an ecosystem where our students identify and their own identity is being provided by the schools. And then after identifying their potential, they are able to contribute also. These kind of awareness is much, much needed in every child of our schools and where we work. And the third thing is that when an individual feels a part of a society and his interest and potential is being looked after, then he feels a part of an ecosystem, a bigger ecosystem which is around them, and he is able to contribute in the form of a skills which he has once he grows out of the school. So I feel that if we are able to nurture these young minds in a more individually personalized, then they can really contribute
to the society
and ecosystem.
Very well answered, ma'am. So ma'am, my next question to you will be, can you share any inspiring stories of individuals or initiatives that have brought positive change to township schools through simple yet effective means?
Since I said that we actually in these schools, we are actually focusing on tapping the potential of every child. So through these children, we are able to do lot of parent workshops also. The parents are also able to understand the ecosystem better, and the four walls of the schools get extended beyond the neighboring community. Once that energy is being built up in these schools, it is being propagated and it is being built up by each and every soul which is linked with our schools. And this vision our Babuji Lakshmi Niwas Jhunjhunwala ji, who has been the foundation for our schools, the schools have been so close to his heart. He is 95 years old, but even today he makes effort every day of getting connected with the school principals, and he motivates them, he guides them, all of them, and keep himself updated with everything, whatever is happening in the fields of science and astronomy. And he comes forward and gives a small note, okay, can we do something for our students in the field of science and astronomy? Can we organize some kind of camps for our students? Can we organize a kind of a telescope so that we can have built up that curiosity? NAP talks about curiosity today, but our Babuji had been having a vision of that from the oldest school, which is 48 years old, and our youngest school is 27 years old. So science and astronomy, maths, how are we concerned? How experiential learning, okay, please take our students for field trips. And in Rajasthan, we do have Bharatpur bird sanctuary. So we used to take our students to that sanctuary and they used to paint. So art integrated learning has come in the NAP now. But whereas our schools are doing the art integrated learning and experiential learning from the years long, So Babuji has been a real, and he is a motivation and a guiding force for all our principals and all the schools of the group. And the second stalwart in our journey, who has been mentoring each and every principal, each and every student, each and every teacher, is Mrs. Shashi Agarwal. She is a real mentor in a real sense. And all what she wants is, how can I actually tap the potential of each and every student? What are we doing something differently? And my student is able to understand that what is my identity is, and interest that we started chess. Babuji was the one who actually supported our chess grandmaster, our Indian first grand chess master.
Wow,
I don't have to give a name for who is that. Vishwanath Anand.
Yes.
So Babuji, from that time, he had so much, because he believed that chess is not a game, but through chess, you can develop every hidden talent of a child. And a child who will play good chess, he need not to prove that he has good cognitive domain. He is full of resilience. what the skills which we talk today, adaptability, what at that particular point of time, how he is supposed to react to the move of his opponent. These skills he has been helping our schools to nurture the teachers and motivate them for chess. SDG club, we have framed, Mrs. Shashi Agarwal motivated us to start with an SDG club 5 years back.
Wow.
So my mentors and these are visionary people who have been actually able to understand what are the different pedagogies, student-centric pedagogies are.
Yes.
And they are being motivating all of us every time how to make the life of each child worth living. And today we have federated students in our those so-called, according to the society, the under resourceful schools, but we have the best of the students. Our alumni is rich with 223 CAs.
Oh.
Rajasthan government is rich with the bureaucrats from our school. The army provides the officers from our school.
So that's the beauty of LNJ Dilwari group of schools.
We are indebted to Babuji and mentors like Mrs. Shashi Agarwal.
So ma'am, my last question to you will be, in what ways do you think empowering teachers and engaging the community can play a role in transforming township schools?
Teachers, if students are the powerhouse of the nation, then teachers are the gurus and full of energy which take out the best from the child.
Yes.
So if a powerhouse has to be ignited, so you can believe that the teacher has to be much more than a powerhouse.
Yes.
Nothing is possible if the teachers are not empowered. And these schools could actually carve a niche for themselves in our society, because our teachers were very motivated. They were self-motivated. And the ecosystem which was being built up in all these schools have been value-based. They feel a part of our system. And they were being, we do lot of deliberate efforts in equipping them with the latest trends. And pedagogy is the least to say, because rest everything can still be catered for, but if the teacher is not able to tap on the right kind of a pedagogy, the student-centric, if she is not able to give an opportunity to my child to voice his own choices, if a teacher is not able to be a guide by a side, I think then we have lost our battle.
Yes.
Then we will be producing the students who will be struggling throughout their life for their identity. Whereas this 3-year-old child has the complete capability of understanding who I am. And like everyone has been saying, you don't have to do anything, different things. You just have to be by yourself.
Be creative.
Be creative. And you just have to do something differently. And how can a person do anything differently when he is doing it his own way?
Being original.
Being original. Being creative now. So just be very confident of your identity. So the teachers, any teacher who is capable of making my child understand what the identity is, so that the identity crisis is overcome, to be, if I say it the short, I think my teachers have done that.
Yes.
And this we could do it because they have growth mindset. If my oldest school is 48 years old, my oldest teacher is 33 years old, who is heading the school today. So that kind of belongingness and passion for the institute is there. They feel that this is our organization, our students are there, they have that kind. And why did all this happen? Because they were adaptable to the changes, and a person who is adaptable to the changes and has an urge to learn. Because if you must have heard question number of time, this
Yes.
word. But very few people are able to break this word, quest.
Quest, yes.
The word quest comes from the question. When there is a quest
To know
to
something.
know
To
something,
do something.
you ask questions, you ask right questions. And that any teacher who is able to acquire that attitude will never fall short of the pedagogies and strategies and approaches. It will come from within, and the teacher will teach within heart. She will be able to connect with the child. And
Yes.
when she will able to carve a safe spaces around my child with the values which she has been working in the organization. I won't say she is working for an organization, she is a part of that organization. So she helps them to create those safe spaces, and it is coming on its own. We just guide them about the NAP strategies, which we are already following it, but just align them with the assessment. We align them with the experiential learning.
Yes.
We try to just make it more structured.
Okay.
Whereas the unstructured formats generally go untapped. We do make an effort of structuring any, because we don't believe in a product. We ensure what kind of a process a child has gone through, and that is what is competency based. That if a teacher is able to tap the process of the learning of a child, the process is being tapped, the skills will get tapped and the skills will get assessed, and my teachers become more confident in filling up the holistic
Yes.
progress card
That's
of
so
the
beautifully
NAP.
you have explained it to the audience, ma'am. Well, that was Captain Jaspreet Kaur, Academic Director, LNJ Bhilwara Group of Schools. Thank you so much for coming at the INTAB head office. We wish you best of
you.
luck for your future endeavors. Thank you, ma'am.
so much, Bhavna, for being so nice and putting up such beautiful questions. And I could speak my heart out, because I've actually done a lot of research work on the rural based schools, that it is not difficult to take out the best from the child if we know the right way of doing it. And co-scholastic activities is the gist, is the catchword along with the scholastic.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.